It's me, Amber. So this video is long overdue. I'm gonna try very hard to keep it concise, but if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that concise is just something I really struggle with. So, my last video I posted was leading up to our transfer and, our frozen embryo transfer that was scheduled for February 28th of this year. We did the transfer. We had to wait 10 days until we could do the blood work for the beta test to see if it worked. The 2-week wait was kind of a struggle for me. I really wanted to test at multiple points. Our first beta was on Monday, March 9th. Sorry, March 9th. And actually, because I couldn't sleep and I just wanted to get it done, get over with, I got up super early and I was like there right after they opened the lab at the hospital. And as a result of that, it came back a lot faster. So I was prepared for it to take the majority of the day. I went to Michael's craft store and I was killing time there not Michael's, Hobby Lobby, when I got the call from CNY, and that was the happiest day. She told me we were pregnant, that our HCG numbers were 13, which if you've been doing this, you know that they consider anything, I think it's like over 5 or 7, they consider a positive, but 13's still kind of low. So, but it wasn't a big deal. She's like, it's positive. We're gonna have you go back in on Wednesday, make sure that your numbers are doubling. Yada yada. So that was Monday morning, and I called my sister right there in the store because I wanted to wait until my husband got home to tell him in person. But I was about to explode if I didn't tell somebody. So I called my youngest sister and told her, and I was just bawling in the middle of Hobby Lobby in the sticker aisle. And I was just overjoyed, elated. So after that, I immediately went to Walmart and picked up some pregnancy tests because I have never seen a positive pregnancy test in my life before this. And to me, even though I had the blood work done and it's obviously far more accurate than a pregnancy test, I just needed to see it for myself. So I got the tests, I got digital ones, and then I got the regular line ones. And took the digital one first that said pregnant. And I just was jumping for joy. It was amazing. So when I told my husband that night, he was excited. I think we both were shocked that it took the first time. I know I was. I kept saying that I couldn't get over how easy it was. I'd curse myself. But, so that was Monday. Wednesday, I went in for my second beta, did the same thing, got up early, went, and it came back that it had doubled. It was at, I think she said 26, 27. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat this morning. So anyways, yeah, it was great news. It was doubling. We told friends, family, people that were close to us or had been praying for our situation. We let them know that we were pregnant. We were just so over the moon. And we knew it was a little boy because we had the genetic testing done on it. And it's just really a happy time. And then Friday, I had to go in for another round of blood work. And I guess I was just stupid or naive, because I just felt like, well, if it was positive the first time and it doubled the second time, then what's the big deal? Today it'll double, whatever. So Jason had taken off that Friday for other stuff to work on the house, and he was with me when I went, and when I got the news that my blood work did in fact go down. My beta number went from 26 or 27, I can't remember which one it was, to 23. And so they told me that Friday that it was a good chance it was a chemical pregnancy and I would probably lose the baby. And I just wasn't ready to give up yet. So on Monday, I continued taking the medications over the weekend. Monday, I went for another beta number 4. And it had gone up again. I think it was like 32 that time. And so again, it was going up, but it just wasn't going up near enough. And so again, they said, well, it's probably a chemical pregnancy, but I had also been having some twinges of pain in my left side near my ovary. And so they also thought it could be an ectopic pregnancy. So I went in the following day for a very, very thorough ultrasound, transvaginal and transabdominal, and more blood work. And the blood work came back at 40. And the ultrasound, basically what the doctor told me that reviewed it is, we can't find any evidence on the ultrasound of the embryo at all. And that's probably because your HCG numbers are so low. So we don't think it's an ectopic pregnancy. It's probably chemical. You just need to go ahead and probably stop your medications and talk to CNY. So I stopped my medications, talked to CNY, and we just decided to see if my period came on its own, which it did. It took about, I think it was about a week after I stopped all the medications for it to come. And it was the worst cycle. The worst cycle. It was so heavy. It's gross to say it, but there were actual like clumps of my uterine lining coming out. Like when I was wiping, I could see that it was like tissue and not blood or clots. It was something else. And so I think seeing that made it even harder. I took the news of our loss pretty hard. I still don't know that I fully have grieved it. I think I've started to, but with this mess of the coronavirus going on at the same time, it's kind of provided some distraction and some distance, literally and figuratively. So that way, I think it's kind of kept me from really feeling the full effect of the loss, but it has still been very hard. I've had a few really rough days, and it just sucks. Like, I don't think anything prepares you for that. We had tried so hard for so long. I'm talking over 5.5 years of trying to get pregnant without seeing a single positive test. Nothing even close, no squinters, nothing. And I just was so naive about it, because I remember talking with a friend when I was telling her that I was expecting over breakfast or lunch, and she asked me, like, well, what's your next hurdle or whatever? And I told her, well, I just feel like now that I've gotten pregnant, that was the hardest part, and from here it'll be smooth sailing. Again, I was very naive. But that's genuinely what I thought. I just thought that with it taking 5.5 years just to even get pregnant, that once we got pregnant, it would be easy peasy. And that was a joke. But all that to say, like, I've had some really supportive group of women around me during this time that has helped tremendously with easing the pain and suffering associated with this loss. I'll say this, like, just in the effort of being, in the name of being candid. Like, the day I announced our loss on social media, which my mom had already known about for a couple of days, she actually said, well, after I'm saying, hey, you know, this is really difficult, I need time to process this, so, you know, give me some space, she literally, that same like moment, messages me through Facebook and is like, so when are you moving on to number 2? And I was just kind of pissed about that, and I went off and let her have it. Because here's the thing. Yes, we have a second one that's frozen that we can use. Obviously, with Corona going on, we can't do crap right now. But, like, give me some time and space to grieve the one that ended before you're rushing me to move on to the next one. And that's what it felt like. And I know that probably wasn't her intention, but that's what it felt like. And it really pissed me off. But anyways, for the most part, everybody's reactions have been really supportive and sensitive. And even after I, like, railed my mom about her response, she was very apologetic and, you know, whatever. But as far as, like, how I'm doing right now, it is what it is. I'm just getting through. The social distancing thing is getting more and more challenging as the time goes on. Like, I love some alone time, but it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, I need human interaction. I need to run to Hobby Lobby and just peruse, because that's one of my favorite things to do. It's just walk through craft stores. I know, I'm lame, but anyways. So just, you know, being able to go to the park, go for a walk, you know, and be around people I love. It's just, that's the hard part. As far as what we plan on doing moving forward, we did have our WTF call with Dr. Kiltz on April 4th. And, no, April 1st. And it went well. He, like me, thinks that there's some immune stuff going on that caused the loss. We're not exactly sure what it is. I kind of have a hunch that I have some endometriosis going on, and he thinks that that's a valid hypothesis. So we discussed, as soon as this corona mess kind of moves through and we can resume a somewhat normal life, I'll be doing a laparoscopic and hysteroscopic surgery to go in and look for polyps, fibroids, scar tissue, and endometriosis, and make sure that none of that's going on that could prevent an embryo from successfully implanting. We're also going to up my meds. I'm going to be on a level 3 or 4 immune protocol, which basically means they're just going to throw the works at me. I'll be doing intralipids, possibly IVIG. He said that it's really expensive, so we'll just kind of see what price it is. But intralipids for sure. Higher dosage of prednisone, Neupogen, I think letrozole. I don't know. There's a ton of crap. Once I actually get to that point, I'll probably post a video and share with y'all the specifics, just in case anybody's in my situation and needs to know. But that's where we're at. I know this is a long video, so I'm trying to keep it from being even longer, but if y'all have any questions, or if you just want to reach out, you can always comment below. You can like the video, subscribe. Please do if you found this helpful at all. And if you want to connect with me on a more personal or more regular level, you can always connect with me on Instagram. I'm on there like almost every day, even if I don't post anything. So, my Facebook and Instagram profile are below, so I'll put those links in the description. And I hope everybody had a great Easter. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope that you guys are getting through this COVID-19 fiasco with a shred of sanity still intact. And yeah, just take care of yourselves. All right, bye guys.